All right, welcome back to Hemi Brothers Access. It's John here again today. It's about the middle of April, and we're still getting some winter-like weather. So I actually did plant some corn, just a little bit, to work the kinks out of the planter. And I'm kind of back at the planter now, but I thought today would be a good time to share with you a lot of the upgrades I made to the planter. So here we go. So this is a 20-year-old 3000 series 611 Kinze planter, and up until this year it was pretty well a stock planter. I did have row cleaners on it, but what I learned last year in planting into a lot of tall cover crops is that I was not well equipped for it. So we did quite a few upgrades this winter to try and be able to do a little better job. So one of the first things I did is really wasn't a lot of money, and I'm really excited about this, are these Yetter stalk devastators. I mounted to the front of the planter, and actually, like I said, I planted a little bit of corn with them into a tall cover, and they work awesome. But they will roll the cover crop down in front of the planter, to just get it flat on the ground, to keep it from shading the cash crop and all those types of things. But I actually bought these to fit my combine, my corn head, so I will pull them off of here in the fall and put them on my corn head to roll the stalks down, and work pretty slick. Anyways, nobody makes a bracket for this. A lot of guys, at least for my planter, a lot of guys, if they don't have the push units, there'll be a fertilizer bar that comes out about this far, and they'll mount them to that. That was not my situation, so I fabricated all of this. This is actually a frame rail off a John Deere 4430 tractor. We have twisted a couple over the years with our loader, and they work good for that. So probably the next thing I did, I've had these row cleaners, but it was time to upgrade. My disc opener blades were shot anyways, and so I just decided to upgrade to these STP blades, and they're actually supposed to fracture the sidewall of the seed trench, and when conditions are right, they'll actually fill the seed slot full of loose soil before the closing wheels even get there. So one of them's got a leading edge, so they cut through virtually anything. I put a set, just one row on last year, and just really liked them, so the whole planter's got a new set of them. Very important to get a consistent seed depth, which can be hard to do when you're planting into cover crop. One of the most important things I did is I upgraded my press wheels to these Yetter poly twisters, and I really like these. I tried a set of these last year as well and really liked them. They do a good job of poking through the mat cover crop and closing the row. Just your standard rubber wheels, I can never get them to close the row. These don't really twist, or they don't wrap very bad with the covers, and they are actually supposed to poke into the soil and twist the sidewall in. So we've got these on, and then we decided to put a liquid system on to where I can put some nitrogen down when I plant corn. Being we're putting some corn into covers. I really didn't like the anhydrous disturbance in that. This makes it a lot easier to manage. We'll put down 60 pounds with the planter, and follow up whatever we need to with the top dress. So that goes back to this 2x2 that basically just, these cut a slot in the ground. I've got it set 3 inches on each side of the row, and it will shoot a pencil lead stream into the slot. So that's kind of how that works. That was a lot of work too. So basically that's about it, but it was a lot of different things that are hopefully going to add up to success. I do have this plumbed in here to where at the end of the day I can hook a garden, close that valve, hook a garden hose up there, flush water through the system and clean it out. Another thing I'm doing this year, in beans, I won't be using my fertilizer. So I can shut the fertilizer off at that valve and open this valve, and it will have a hose that goes that way. And I'll be spraying a light rate of herbicide down with the planter. So I've fabricated this spray boom. It'll actually pin in where the markers are. I'll pull the markers off, this boom will pin in, and we'll use the liquid system to spray a light rate of herbicide behind the planter to finish off any of the cover that these devastators don't get, because if it's not at a certain stage or tall enough, these won't kill it. So I'm really excited. So I'm really excited to have these on here, man. It's if you don't have a way to roll that cover down and it's tall, it can be a nightmare. So anyways, once we get this thing rolling, I'll bring you guys along and try to share it. But we're hoping for good things. So we will talk to you later. Bye.